Hey guys, it's Mike from TheGeekPub, and I am back. So a lot of you guys have written some really hilarious comments on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. I really appreciate those. Those are quite hilarious. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I guess it was about 14 months ago, I made the announcement that I was going to have to shut the Geek Pub down temporarily because we were selling our house and building a new one. So what I thought would turn into just a 4 or 5 month move process turned into over a year. Well, I'll spare you all the boring details of that, but let's just say that the housing market in Texas, or at least in North Texas where I live, is through the roof. We thought it would take several months to sell our old house, and we sold it in 10 days. So we had to move everything into storage really quickly. The new house, we purchased some land and we were ready to move there, or ready to build a new house there, but then we had to fight with the city and all kinds of things to get the house that we wanted on that lot. So that took much longer than we thought it would take. Well, that being said, we're here. Welcome to the new shop, the new Geek Pub shop. It is almost finished. I've got a few things left to do. I have not set up the dust collection and a few things like that. And I'll make videos of all of those things and show them to you as we go. But the good news is we're back. We're back and we're going to be making videos. I started shooting video last night and this morning. So I'll have videos coming to you hopefully every week starting very soon. The channel is going to change just a little bit. I'm going to incorporate a little bit more woodworking into the channel than you might have seen in some of the past videos the last couple of years. But overall, it's still the same Geek Pub, and we're still going to do all of these really cool projects that we've done in the past. I can't tell you how excited I am to be back. Have I said that yet? Have I said that yet? I'm going to give you a little shop tour, just real fast. I'm going to give you a more in-depth, detailed one in the future. But just to give you a little one real fast. And then I'll talk to you a little bit more. So let's get started with the tour. So first of all, behind me, I built a French cleat system. I think you guys will really like this, and I'll do some videos on that too, because I have a lot more stuff I want to do with this. Some cabinetry I want to hang. I've got some drawers and stuff like that we'll build in the future for this, as well as some of the little hanging components and all of that. So we'll talk about that in the future. But I did a French cleat system. I've got all of my clamps hanging over here. I've got some of the tools that I use with the saw stop and some of that. Router bits, sanding discs, saw blades. Outside in the garage itself, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff hanging, nuts, bolts, screws, hinges, all of the things that I don't need accessible right here in the shop all the time, but I can easily go get them should I need them. Okay, so to my left here is my Grizzly dust collector. This thing is a beast. It is, I don't remember what the suction or all of that stuff is, but it is a beast. It's really loud. It's got this device here that you can clean the filter off with as it's running. In fact, I'll just crank it up just to let you hear it. I don't know if it'll do justice on the video, but we'll do that real fast. Enjoy that, right? I don't even know if you can hear the microphone. In future videos, we will set this guy up, and I'll pipe the shop so that I'll have blast gates at each individual tool, and I'll show you how all that works in some future videos. But this guy rocks. It changes everything about how you do woodworking. The shop stays clean. That's a big thing. I have a jet air filtration unit hanging on the ceiling. It is incredible working in a shop that is not dusty and dirty all the time. It makes a huge difference. So we'll talk more about that in the future. Right directly behind me is my Grizzly Bandsaw. It's a 14-inch bandsaw. It's one of their anniversary series, so it's a little bit different color. Most of their stuff is white or green. This guy rocks. I've had it for, I think, about a year and a half now, and I've used the heck out of it as I've had time. It was luckily one of the things that I didn't have in storage, or I would have made some videos actually, speaking of that, but all my camera gear was, or at least the main pieces that I needed were in storage. But I did get to use it a little bit while we were living in a rental property, and that was pretty fun. Okay, to my left here is a saw stop. This is the cabinet saw version. It's the, I think, 1 3/4 horsepower. This thing rocks. I had a table saw before, as you saw in the old GeekPub videos, and this is just like night and day. It's like going from a 75 Pinto to a 2015 Lexus. It is night and day. For those of you who don't know about the saw stop, this system, it has a safety system in it, and if your fingers or any part of your body, basically anything that's electrically conductive, makes contact with the blade, within just a few milliseconds, the blade drops below the table. There's some videos you can watch of that on YouTube where people do some tests of it with a hot dog and some other things. In fact, the CEO even has a video where he actually touches the blade with his finger, holds it up, and there's not even a nick. You can't even tell that the blade touched his finger. A saw like this costs a few $100s more than a regular table saw, like from Grizzly or some of the other guys. But I just felt like the safety feature on this was worth every money or every penny. We actually have one of these at the company that I work for, and we've actually had it go off and save someone's finger at work. And the deal with that is you pay, let's say it's $400 or $500 extra for that safety feature versus $200,000 in medical bills to get your hand sewn back together. So to me, this was just worth every penny. And it is, like I said, it is a Lexus. It's not only a safe saw, it is an incredibly fun saw to use. So you'll be seeing that in a lot of the videos coming up. Okay, so the last thing I will show you is over here on the left. This is my Dewalt planer. It is one of the portable planers, and it rolls around on a set of wheels. It is pretty good. I think there's better ones out there on the market, but for the money, I don't know if you can beat this one. You'll see it in a lot of videos. I'm going to make some cutting board videos, I think, because I think every channel needs a cutting board video. Don't ask me why. It's just, I think every channel that I follow has a cutting board video except for mine. And I have a little twist on some cutting boards I want to make that I think will be unique enough to warrant having my own. But this guy is pretty good. I have had a little bit of a problem with it not wanting to feed when it's cold, when the weather's cold outside. But other than that, it's done a good job for me. On the other side here, I have my lumber cart, and it is something I just built a couple of weeks ago so that I could get the shop organized. You know, one of the things that was really important was to get this organized so that making videos would be fun, and I didn't want to try to make any videos until I had it at least halfway organized. And so that's been a blast. So that being said, if you're not following me on Facebook and Instagram, please do. It's, so first of all, my website is www.thegeekpub.com. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/thegeekpub. I'm on Instagram at instagram.com/thegeekpub. And of course, here you're following me on YouTube, youtube.com/thegeekpub. I really encourage all of you guys to go out and like my page on Facebook, though, if you don't do anything else, because it helps me communicate with you and get feedback from you guys on what you want to see next, what you would like to see me be more clear about, or maybe I spend too much time showing you something in a video. Give me some feedback on those things. It helps me make even better videos for you guys to see in the future. So if you don't do anything else, www.facebook.com/thegeekpub. Hit that like button. See you soon.